From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. This taken in right around the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Jets at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go right! Inside! Jump out! Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, 88. 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the pressure just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2. And puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mostert. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They'll run with Mostert, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is J.C. Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Setting up the screen for Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Motion man left is Lazard.
Inside. Jumbo.
Now it's Rodgers. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
All right, fellas, listen up.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A 39-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Little short pass here to Hill.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 15-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Here's Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion comes the tight end left. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Back on. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. Easy.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, 88. 26. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own.
So go and get out of here.
Three-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So this, Charles, is a tight game through the first two quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
It's complete, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
Turnover on down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another catch there for Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Take 30. Go to 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jets, 1st down.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Now Rodgers throwing on 1st down. That's complete right side to Lazard. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Jump out! Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to normal. Yeah, Liz. Get 300. Get 300. Stay right.
Rodgers again now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
88. 26. Hey, check 26. Check 30.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Box it. Go to 50. Inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. Although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down.
28-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Jump out.
Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some.
He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.